Hello all, this is JC3 from Is This Real? Do you want to start your own podcast? Then look no further than Buzzsprout.com. We here at Green Hour Media use Buzzsprout, and we love the team at Buzzsprout. They are all about helping you succeed. Buzzsprout gets your show listed in every major podcast platform. Follow the link in our show notes to let Buzzsprout know that we sent you. It gets you a $20 paid Amazon gift card if you sign up with a paid plan and helps support our show. Join us and over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout.com to get your message out to the world.
From the Keith Vincicallo Studios in Paterson, New Jersey, Green Hour Media proudly presents Is This Real? Tonight, on this lovely Sunday of no football, we're going to tackle the Bilderberg Meeting. What's going on with the Bilderberg Meeting? Who's running it? Where did it start? And now your host, JC3.
Welcome, everybody, to Season 4B. We start Season 4B off, as Dad said, with the Bilderberg meetings. But let me introduce who's in the booth tonight. We got a full booth. Halloween is over. That means Mr. West is back. Mr. West, welcome back.
Oh, konbanwa, motherfucker.
He is back in the booth. We are talking about conspiracy theories and the Bilderberg, but we do have Dad, like usual. Hello, Father.
Hello, son. How are you? And welcome to our program.
I'm all right. Roadblock. Next to me, we have Roadblock in the booth tonight, too.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody?
And we have a special guest. He's been with us a couple times on a couple episodes to fill in for Mr. West. Cito Nelson, how you doing today?
Hey, yo, what's up, guys?
All right, so we have a full booth tonight, 5 people in the booth tonight talking about the Bilderberg meetings. Now, the Bilderberg meetings, there's a lot of speculation about what happens at the Bilderberg meetings. I know, Dad, you have a lot more knowledge about this than we do in the booth because you've been around. So, please.
He knows round.
Let's start off with you, Dad. Tell me a little bit about the Bilderberg meetings.
All right, well, the Bilderberg Group was basically...
Please get closer to the mic.
I'm sorry. Okay. In 1954, the Bilderberg Group was formed. And where the hell was it now? Let me see. I'm getting it's in the Netherlands.
Oosterbeek.
And it was named after the Hotel de Bilderberg. Get that out real quick. Okay. What that was it was a group of people from all the countries, from all the important bigwigs, shakers and movers came together at this meeting, but they kept it quiet. They kept it silent, and they denied the fact that they were doing this. And once word got out to people, they were right away start crying conspiracy and what are they doing? And the question still remains, what are they doing? Because they still hold it in secret. There's a group of people that actually find out where it's going to be held each year, but they deny it. But the problem is they can only deny it so long. And then when they find out that this certain hotel in, say, whatever country is going to host it, has to admit it because the security gets beefed up. People get kicked out. There's nobody else in that building for that set of time. It's usually 2 weeks prior to the meeting. And the meeting is held by, like I said, all the big wigs. It could be, like in our case, it was at one point it was Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama when they were running against each other. And they both disappeared for a couple of weeks, and nobody could find them, and no one questioned where they were. But they were at the Bilderberg meeting, and some would wonder why they were there. Normally it was chaired by Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands, and what that meant was he kept it in line where all the people that would attend had to keep a strict confidence about what was going on with this meeting. Now, what do they discuss? Who knows? We don't know. It's pure speculation at this point.
They have a website.
They do have a website.
Right. And now because of the heat that's been put on them, they try to let a little bit out here and there, and they're going to try to tell you what they're doing as far as what their agenda is. But we really don't know because no one is allowed to go into that meeting. No one is allowed to go, as like I said, stay at the hotel. And basically that's what it comes down to. It's the secrecy of this group and what comes out of it and the conspiracy now is that they actually shape the world. Why would all these people get together?
Well, what's interesting is that I'm seeing like a little like circle, and it's like showing like a lot of like the top companies in the world
right.
that are all still that are like, I guess, participating in these meetings.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's weird.
the meeting for 20 and 21 were canceled because of
COVID.
travel restrictions due to COVID. But I do have the meeting on the actual Bilderberg Meeting website. It's the official website for Bilderberg Meetings.
Bilderberg.org.
Yes, bilderbergmeetings.org. They have the 67th Bilderberg Meeting and what their the key topics were of that year. So one was a stable strategic order, what's next for Europe, climate change and sustainability, China, Russia, the future of capitalism, Brexit, the ethics of artificial intelligence, the weaponization of social media, the importance of space, and cyber threats. That were the key topics.
That should just sound like New World Order shit.
That does, right? Like that.
really does.
It really doesn't have this we're trying to keep it secret. Like here, this is what we're talking about. We're going to change shit for you.
This just says, what's next for Europe? What's
Yep.
that even supposed to mean?
Yo, what? But the future of capitalism? That sounds scary.
That's the problem. You got
The weaponization of social media. That one got me.
Well, yeah, you see, you got people that are attending these meetings that are, like what you just said with the social media. Well, what's their problem? Why are they there? Why are they? It should be social media. Social media means we should all be on it. We should all do what we want or not. It shouldn't be up to them to control what we say and how it was handled, but they do it. So again, what's up for Europe? What's the future of capitalism? Well, who the fuck cares? It's not your call. It's not their
Everybody
call.
cares, but it doesn't mean just a few certain people who have billions and billions of dollars should sit there be the ones talking and deciding for everybody else.
It's like socialism. You can't decide for me.
Well, some of these people, some of these meetings are blamed on. They're basically a lot of them they're telling us who the presidents are going to be. Do you think for a minute that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama being at one meeting together, they weren't told Barack Obama's going to win this? You have to be naive to think that because,
That's funny you say that because they have, what are the meetings and what the topics were for each basic year.
Right.
So I'm looking at the meeting of 2016, which was a election year, I believe, right? 2016 was an election year.
Isn't that Clinton and Trump?
That was Trump and Clinton.
Yeah, Trump and Clinton. So the key topics for that year were current events, China, as usual, Europe, migration growth, reform, vision, unity, the Middle East, Russia, the U.S. political landscape, economy, growth, debt, and reform, cybersecurity, geopolitics of energy and commodity prices, precariat and middle class, and technological innovation.
Right, and they're forming things that you should be that are going to be affecting your life.
Yeah. So why would this mean? And it doesn't tell me who actually.
Why is China and Russia always up there?
Because they're always going to be talked about. Because China and Russia are two countries that I don't think they don't involve themselves in any type of meetings with like foreign agencies or anything like that. I don't think is Russia and China part of the UN?
Of course,
they are, right?
Yeah.
But do they follow anything within the UN?
They are one of they are a few. I think there's 6 that have veto power.
Yeah.
And they have Russia, China. They're a superpower. Both of them are superpowers at this point.
So I mean, of course, and the 3 things that you're going to get a lot of topics on would be China, because there's always, even now we're still talking about China launched a missile. The Middle East, always a topic about the Middle East, and Russia, because Russia does whatever the fuck it wants. You're always going to have those topics pop up in each one of these meetings. But as far as Dad saying, you're choosing the presidents, I mean, the topic is U.S. political landscape.
They do it all the time.
And look how the political landscape has changed since
2016,
since 2016 when Trump was president.
Which is where the weaponization of social media comes in for the 19 meeting or whatever.
The 2019 meeting, and then 2020 they didn't have one. But how did the weaponization of social media affect the 2020 elections?
Oh, it did a lot. I mean, what's it called? Didn't Facebook just have a whistleblower saying that there's like what's it called? Espionage within espionage within espionage within espionage. It's like some fucking James Bond movie type shit.
Yeah, she accused them of
they trying to censor Trump at one point or something?
Well, they did.
No, they did. They literally, Trump got banned off of Twitter, Facebook,
YouTube.
Right. I think most social media platforms, Trump is off.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's got to scare you because, look, as a Trump supporter, he does say some crazy things sometimes.
A lot of.
But you have to sit there and you have to you got to be smart enough to think, you know what? I'm going to believe what I see and not what I hear. A lot of it's rhetoric. A lot of it's rhetoric that the establishment doesn't want to hear. A lot of it's rhetoric to the point where, like when he was being interviewed by Alex Jones. Now, a lot of people, I mean, I personally, I think Alex Jones is one of the most intelligent people I've ever seen.
He's cool, but he's far out there sometimes.
Right. It's the far out part with Alex Jones comes in the way he says things.
Yeah, he likes to scream at people.
He likes to scream. Like when he was on, talking about the guns, taking guns or abolishing the Second Amendment. He was on with the English guy on CNN when he had the one show. Pierce, whatever. I can't think of his name.
Something Pierce, I think it is.
Okay. He was on there and he was screaming at him, 1776 will commence again. Look, dude, you don't have to scream. People that follow you will believe what you say if you can prove what you say. And I'm going to tell you, and this might not be the most popular thing, and that's fine.
Controversy, hit me.
If you go back and listen to Alex Jones 20 years ago, and I've been listening to him for about 15 years, if you listen to him, the shit that he says or has said has, for the most part, come true.
Yeah, like 6-7 months ago, he was talking about COVID passports, or coronavirus passports for vaccines and shit like that. And everybody looked at him like he was fucking crazy, conspiracy talk. And then now, boom, look what happened.
He's right. He's spot on a lot of things, but it's his delivery. And the same thing with Trump.
It's the punchlines, bro. Your bars are good, but your delivery is not Jay-Z, you know?
You can sit there and basically tell him.
Real niggas know what's up.
We can scream all we want about whether you like Trump or you don't. But you can't argue with the results. The results of this country under Donald J. Trump were tremendous. Yeah, he pissed a lot of people off, but he also pissed the people off that were in there. He pissed the people off that were career politicians, years and years and
lobbyists.
years and years.
I know he pissed off lobbyists.
He pissed them off because he didn't kiss anybody's ass. And he did what he wanted to do, and he said, fuck you, I'm going to do it my way, and whether you like it or not. But yeah, he did come across saying stupid shit.
And doing fucked up shit.
And a lot of people didn't get his humor. A lot of people didn't get his rhetoric. Like with the liberals will tell you, "Oh, I don't want to turn this into a Trump thing."
Yeah, like
but they'll sit there and they'll tell you.
Bilderberg.
All right, they'll say one thing about him, and they'll say, "Well, he said drink bleach." It's not what he said. It was a joke. It was a tongue-in-cheek joke, but the people had to run with it. That's the point. With the Bilderberg, these people are doing what they want to do, and they're doing it right in front of us, and they're changing our world to suit themselves. And I'll give you a little bit of backstory here. We cannot send a representative, I'm not saying, if the United States sent a representative to represent us from the United States to the Bilderberg meeting, two things would happen. Number one, you'd have to disclose it. The Bilderberg meeting really exists, and they'd want to know what that guy is bringing to the table and what he's talking about. Okay, and the Bilderberg doesn't want that. However, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, I can give you a laundry list of people that were there representing the United States illegally. It's called, you can't do that under what they call the Logan Act. The Logan Act means if you represent our country and you're not being sanctioned by our country, that is treason. You can be arrested for that. So when did Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, all these fucking scumbags step off the plane from wherever the Bilderberg conference was? When were they arrested? They weren't. They weren't brought on charges. And that's part of the problem here. We have people speaking for us being shaped, and our countries and the world is being shaped by these leaders, and not so much leaders, but now you got them being shaped by corporations.
Okay, so I do have this was from 2016.
God, this pisses me off.
From Time Magazine. And I'll read this, and then we'll go to a break and discuss it after. But in 2000, British politician Dennis Healey, who had been involved in Bilderberg for decades, told The Guardian to say we were striving for one world government is exaggerated, but not wholly unfair. Those of us in Bilderberg felt we couldn't go on forever fighting one another for nothing and killing people and rendering millions homeless. So we felt that a single community throughout the world would be a good thing. And then theorists also cite the inclusion of Bill Clinton at the meetings in 1991 before he was president, and Tony Blair's presence in 1993 before he became the British Prime Minister as examples of the group's power. Past attendees have included former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, who will also be attending the meeting, or who also attended the meeting in 2016, former Chase Manhattan Chief Executive David Rockefeller, and British Prime Minister David Cameron. Mm-hmm. So we'll discuss that after we get back from break. We'll be right back.
Hey, New Jersey and Pennsylvania. If you need a professional photographer, then we here at Green Arrow Media recommend Captured Moments by Danielle. Professional headshots, school pictures, family, holiday vacations, you name it, she can shoot it. She even does engagement photos as well as boudoir shots for both women and couples. So if you're located in New Jersey or Pennsylvania and you're looking for a professional photographer, remember to contact Captured Moments by Danielle at www.capturedmomentsbydanielle.com.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hey, Ryan. Hi, this is Sarah Palin.
Ryan, Donald Trump Jr.
Hogs to win, see you. Hey, everybody, I want y'all to check out a fellow Marines podcast.
My name is Ted Nugent, and I got a call from my buddy Ryan F. Samuels, and he wants me to tell you that he's a working hard, playing all-American son of a who is celebrating God, family, country.
Welcome to the Ryan Samuels Show, one of the top political podcasts in the United States, where we have a healthy distrust for government and mainstream media. The Ryan Samuels Show is a raw, unfiltered look at American politics.
And welcome back for a short little break. So we were talking about what I was, this little tidbit, as Joshua likes to say,
yes,
about Dennis Healy talking about one world government and stuff like that. And then we started in between this little break just going down the list of meetings and people in the meetings, and I was talking about the committee members.
This is no allegedly, folks. This is facts. Figgity flipping
He's
facts.
been fucking waiting for. He wasn't missing 5 fucking weeks. He was in his basement fucking doing research for this.
Jerking off.
He's on fucking fire.
No fucking.
You do your own research any way you like.
Are you jerking off to the Bilderberg meeting?
Exactly, bro.
Oh, CEOs.
It's nerve-wracking shit. I'm just like,
He's like fucking
upset. I'm upset.
You're the type of person that jerks off during roller coasters, aren't you?
It's too short.
Okay.
All right.
So,
let's ship it
I know.
off.
I don't know if I missed him or I'm welcoming him back, or maybe, I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Where do we want to start off with? Because
Let's ship it over to Cito since you have the list up, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right, so let's run down a list of current members of what was it, a year specifically?
2017.
so the members, are these the committee members or are these the people attending? Because there's a difference.
This is the participant list.
Participants. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher a lot of these names because they're
Hold on,
a
see,
lot of
when
foreign
we
names.
do that, mention where they're from, though. If they don't, like if they're from ATT or whatever, like that, whatever company.
All right. So starting off from the top, I got Al Schneider, Paul M., which is a chairman of supervisor.
It's okay. We can't English here either.
Yeah, don't worry. You've heard the episodes. You know I can't talk.
Supervisory board of Deutsche Bank AG.
Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank. Another one is Adonis Andrew, which is chair of National Infrastructure Commission.
I have no idea what that is.
That's a person.
That's a person, an important person.
Keep going.
He's powerful, bro.
Or she. Scrolling down, I'm seeing a lot of
2021
of CEOs like Bart Oliver for CEO of Elaine's SE, which I'm going to actually look this up because I feel like I recognize the name a little bit.
Are there any the names on there that are at least companies? Thank you, Eric. Any companies that like the general public would know?
The general public, I mean, it really depends where you're from because I've seen a company of an aluminum and metals work from Poland. So from United States standard, I'm still looking. Oh, but Elaine's SC is a German multinational financial services.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of banking. You're going to get a lot of financial, a lot of... I've seen a lot of lawyers here, too.
I've also seen 2 or 3 professors on here, too, from, like, Harvard.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you got freaking college professors in bed with these people.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just want to jump in here. The laundry list does change from year to year.
Yeah.
But overall, I want to give you some of the Americans that have been on this list.
Okay.
Stacey Abrams ran for governor of Georgia, lost, had to have a recount. She's the founder. She was there, and she's the founder and the chair of a company called Fair Fight, whatever. Let's see, Roger Altman, Roger Altman, founder and senior chairman of Evercore. These are all businesses now. Okay. James H. Baker, director of the Office of Net Assessment, Office of the Secretary of Defense.
Right here, I
right
actually
then
have,
and there, he should have been arrested under the Logan Act. That's number one. Okay.
I have another one right here. Bun M. Elaine, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense.
There you go. These guys should be arrested. They shouldn't be doing. We should not have our military people at these meetings.
Well, Dad, are you talking about people who are or somebody that's on the committee? Because there's a difference between.
I'm talking about attendees.
Okay, so the people you're talking about is Stacey Abrams.
Wait, so you're saying that like just because these people are saying that they're representatives of the U.S. at the time?
Why are they there?
But they're not like they're not getting paid or disclosing any of this stuff. That's illegal. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, I have these.
Holy fuck!
Oh, hold on a minute. They shouldn't be sitting down at the Bilderberg meeting with the Prince of the Netherlands or the Queen of England or the head of Turkey. These are all people that are representing their country. So why are our people there mixing with them? They can only be doing one thing.
Illegal shit.
Exactly.
Well, it's not
right
a technical like representation of. It's not like the UN's coming together to solve an issue, stuff like that.
Right.
This is a meeting that is secret. Like we can sit there and figure out what it happens inside the UN meetings.
Well, you can go. You can attend a UN meeting, you know, unless the president's there, making a speech. But you can attend a UN meeting.
You can attend a building.
You really can?
Yeah. You can go to a UN meeting. Now, you're not guaranteed to get in at any time. Every time there might be security levels of different things. But all right, let's make this easier to make it you can actually get the transcript. You can get the video of what's going on. You can't do that at the Bilderberg Group. You can't. So what the fuck is Stacey Abrams talking about? So, what could she possibly be talking about? At this meeting?
So she's actually on the committee under the co-chairs. So she's not only an attendee; she's a part of the committee itself. And this is on the Bilderberg Meeting website.
Right.
Another one that's shot out to me, at least for John Micklethwait. He's the editor-in-chief of Bloomberg LP.
Okay.
And
the blog or the
paper, well, like the website, whatever the hell.
Okay,
Bloomberg is.
I've used the website.
I'm noticing a lot of them.
It's a financial website.
And this goes to Cito over there. I'm noticing a lot of these people have some ties to our Secretary of Defense.
Yeah.
Matthew
Ironically,
Daniels, New Space and Technology Projects of the Office of the Secretary of Defense. Why is our Secretary of Defense? It makes me question why they were at that meeting. What are they doing? What are they planning that involves our Secretary for our national security? That's a crime, folks.
Here's something that's going to sit there. And again, this is a committee member, and this really bothers me that that's on there because of what the key topics were. We talk about social media, the weaponization of social media. Right. The former CEO and chairman of Google, Eric E. Schmidt.
I thought you were about to say my name. I'm like, nah. I swear I'm not playing both sides.
No. The former CEO and chairman of Google LLC, Eric E. Schmidt, is a committee member.
You know what?
That scares me.
You know what really scares me? For the 2017, David Samuel Cohen, the former deputy director of the CIA, was also a participant of that meeting.
Well, that's got to tell you everything you need to know about what the Bilderberg meeting is all about.
And the last one that's on this list, which I don't know if it's the same one that I know, because I'm going to look it up right now, but it's from, I'm guessing that's Austria. AUT is Austria?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
He's from Austria, but it says he is the Hold on. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. He is the Chief Revenue Officer. His name is Gerhard Zeiler. He is the Chief Revenue Officer of Warner Media. That's another surprising one to me.
It shouldn't surprise you. Because if they're going to control Facebook and they're going to control
Google,
and they're going to control the national defense, they're going to control what you think. And I'll guarantee you, if you go down the laundry list a little bit longer, you're going to see people from Viacom, CBS, all this stuff. Because these people want to, when you get the 5 groups together, the highest paying groups together, they're all media. They want to control what you think. And when your thought is controlled,
I'm very surprised nobody from Disney is at this event.
That's bullshit. Read on. Well,
excuse the fuck out of me.
Okay? It might not tell you directly, but if you put the names together, you want to do your homework and do your research, they will be involved with Disney at some point. And I'll guarantee the DuPont family's involved here somewhere. The Rockefellers, which you've just been spewing for the last 10 minutes, it's there, Joey. It's all for everyone to see. And I'm sorry I'm a little passionate about this because I fucking hate this group. I do. I hate anybody who's going to tell me or represent what my thoughts and what I think or try to plot my life. And it pisses me to fuck off.
It's like, you don't think for me, I think for myself. And I barely think, so you can't tell me to think for myself.
Damn, I missed my opportunity. But go ahead.
So there's a lot of people here that you're very surprised, and a lot of people probably don't know that are on these groups. Now, granted, I have former members, but there's hundreds of people on this list.
Yeah,
of former committee members.
I mean, we need a name that people are gonna recognize, like Dennis Rodman or something, bro.
Henry A. Kissinger. Anybody recognize that name?
I know Henry Kissinger.
Kissinger.
No.
Jared Kushner. Does anybody know who that is?
Yeah, I've recognized that name.
Okay, senior advisor to the president of the White House. Who was the president? Donald Trump. So before, Trump, again, following orders. He knows whose ass he's got to kiss and who doesn't. Jared Kushner shouldn't have been involved. Shouldn't have been there. Should have been arrested as soon as they got off the fucking plane. But he wasn't. So, I mean, it just goes on. And now you also got, from Germany.
You had 2 Rockefellers as former committee members. David Rockefeller was a former committee member, and Sharon Piercy Rockefeller was a former.
Sharon Piercy.
Oh, there we go. Again, I don't know if it's the same one. Edmund de Rothschild.
Oh, well, that speaks for itself. Do research on that. You're not going to be a de Rothschild or a Rothschild and not be involved with the family. You are. That's just the way that works. It's not exactly a name.
So you had a Rockefeller and a Rothschild.
It's not exactly, and I'm going to come across as racist, and I don't care. It's not exactly Chin. It's not exactly Lee to the Chinese, okay? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Stop,
we're
please.
there.
And I love the Chinese. They make great egg rolls. Now, anyway.
Oh, my God. We're never going to go into Europe.
Okay, anyway. How about
China's not
I don't
Europe.
know these people.
China is not in Europe.
I don't know these people.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So we're
not going to know
you guys
a
are
lot.
afraid of your own shadows.
There's a lot of corporate.
I am.
I'm not afraid of anything. It's just, these people own the internet, and, we're trying to put our shit on the internet. So,
well, like we were saying, there was a lot of corporate people, a lot of heads, stuff like that. We can go into a real quick thing that, as Dad had mentioned, in 1954, it was between May 29th and the 31st was the first meeting. It was Oosterbeek, Netherlands, and hopefully I pronounced that right. But I just wanted to point out that it was actually a couple years, I think about 3, was it? Before the first one was actually here in the U.S. That was 1954 was the first one, and then the one in the U.S. was actually between February 15th and the 17th in 1957 in St. Simon's Island in Georgia, USA.
It was on an island?
Could be an island, yeah. That's probably
St. Simon's Island, yeah. It's
that's
also
why
down
they
there.
call it that.
It's off the coast of Georgia. There's another infamous island down there, but we won't get into that right now.
Apparently, the main topics for that one were the European policy of the alliance, with special reference to the problems of Eastern Europe, German reunification and military strategy, the Middle East, nationalism and neutralism as disruptive factors inside the Western Alliance, and review of events since the 4th Bilderberg Meeting in May 1956. These were actual topics that are listed here if anybody does want to look them up.
to me, I think it's a little odd that it took a couple years. I don't know if there's some kind of system in place that you know of, Dad, that where they pick it's random or stuff like that. I know you said that because of that one building.
To be honest with you, I do not. I mean, I might have heard of it, but I really don't recall. I don't want to give out misleading information. I don't remember how they pick it. I just think that, wherever it is, they have to do it well in advance because the logistics are unbelievable. And the mere fact that they have their own website now just screams to me that they've been outed so badly, and now they have to try to get the story out.
If you look at the website, there's not a lot to go off of.
Is it even their website, or is this just somebody like a fan
No, it
made?
says the official Bilderberg website. And
Bilderberg Meeting.
It says home, background. They give a brief history about the Bilderberg Meeting, governance, and funding. And this says the annual Bilderberg Meeting is organized by the Foundation Bilderberg Meetings. A steering committee governs this foundation and designates a chair or co-chairs. Members are elected for a term of 4 years and can be re-elected. The chair's key responsibilities are to chair the steering committee. That doesn't make any sense, and together with the steering committee members, prepare the meeting's program as well as the selection of participants. The expenses of maintaining the small secretariat of Bilderberg Meetings are covered wholly by private subscriptions. The hospitality costs of the annual meetings are the responsibility of the steering committee members of the host country.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hello, nerds. Come listen to the History Nerds United podcast, and let's make history fun again. We interview today's best authors, whether they are established Pulitzer Prize winners or someone debuting their first book. Let us show you that history is not a boring class you took in high school, but a place where the best stories come from. And we don't just cover history, we also love to chat about true crime, biographies, memoirs, and so much more. So head on over to History Nerds United and let us introduce you to your new favorite book and learn the story behind the story.
History Nerds United.
Huh.
I gotta say, it's completely random, though, because looking at a list, even from the first couple ones from the 50s, like it was the Netherlands. I can't even pronounce what the hell this one is.
Well, see, that bothers me.
France.
Not bothers me, because this
Denmark,
whole thing fucking bothers me. So basically,
Italy.
if they're in one of those countries, the members that are from that host country have to fund it. That's what this says.
That's basically what they're saying.
So they're saying, like, let's say it's being held in the U.S., and any committee members that are from the U.S. have to fund the meeting.
Well, that's easy for these guys, Joe. They're both multi-billionaires, every one of
still,
them. You know,
it's fucking
they all
weird,
got more money than you'll ever see in your lifetime.
But like I said, there's okay. So they have the former steering committee members, the current committee members, the chair of the co-chairs right now of the steering committee is.
This just sounds so funny. I can't take that serious.
Victor Halberstadt. He is the chairman, Foundation Bilderberg Meetings, professor of economics at Leiden University. And then the other co-chair is Marie Josie Kravis. She is from the U.S. She is the president of the American Friends of Bilderberg Incorporated, senior fellow, Hudson Institute.
If you're an American and you're a friend of the Bilderberg Group,
what the hell's...
you need your head examined.
Can anyone explain what a senior fellow is?
Yeah,
it's like a Freemason, you know.
Well, a senior fellow basically would be somebody like in a college who's been there a long time and now isn't really teaching anymore. He's an advisor to the board. No, it's a respected title. In other words, you know, you're no longer the teacher. You're a fellow. You're a fellowship. You're a fellow. You know.
Okay, so they do have a press contact information. The Bilderberg press office is glad to assist you. You're welcome to contact us via media@bilderbergmeetings.org.
Right.
Who wants to send an email?
I do not.
I will.
I'm a pass.
I'll do it.
I can see Mr. West doing
I'll
that.
do it. The fuck y'all talk about?
We're still. Where was it? Ohio.
Period.
We're still waiting for the phone call to Nevada.
It's Ohio. It's Utah.
Utah. And I can actually see the guy, open up his computer one day at the Bilderberg Group, puts his little light on, ding, looks at his computer and go, and all he sees is, what the fuck y'all talking about? I can see that now.
And then he just goes silent. He just closes the screen. Fuck, they onto us, man. They're onto us.
I can see it now. He changes the world with one email.
Okay, so we're gonna.
They leak everything.
We're gonna wrap it up, and
the one email to change the world.
We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna take a short little break and after we come back, we're gonna wrap it up real quick. So
well, we got a few things to discuss. But
all right, calm down. All right, so we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Anthony from Multimedia Mafia. If you love what we do and you want to know more about us, head on over to greenarrowmedia.org. On there, you're going to find links to both Multimedia Mafia show and our sister show, Is This Real?, which is all about conspiracies and aliens and all sorts of wonderful stuff like that. If you want to support us, head on over to our merch page where you can buy a hat or a mug. We have lots of different designs and cool colors. If you want to meet us, we got pictures up there. We have a little biography, and you can even stream the show right through the website. And hey, don't forget to check out our YouTube link where you can check out all the filming that we do right on our YouTube page. Check us out, greenarrowmedia.org.
Welcome back from our little break. All of us here in the detachable booth. We have come back in.
See, I wasn't going to say a fucking thing, Josh. I really wasn't. But now, Mr. CEO over there, with the long pockets and short arms, I mean, not for nothing, but buy me a fucking mic stand.
Long pockets?
Deep pockets and fucking short arms, you cheap bastard.
This nigga called you a T-Rex, bro.
You want to fucking help me with this mic stand?
I've talked to you about it.
It's going to be low enough that pretty soon I'm going to be talking into my own joint, okay?
Okay. What?
Fucking chair don't go down that low. I mean, give me a break. I'm limboing my way through this episode.
All right. Okay. I told you about this, but it's always pushing it back. I
think we should do another take.
Pushing it back, but okay, no.
What am I pushing back?
No, it's okay. We're fine. Getting back into the Bilderberg, you have something you want to bring up, right?
Yeah, you're a cheap bastard.
Okay. Are we going to get into the episode? Are you going to talk?
All I can tell you is, please, somebody sponsor this fucking show. Please, with real green money so we can actually buy real equipment. This fucking Mickey Mouse operation is killing me. But anyway, let's not go there. Okay, back to the Bilderberg. Okay, who wants to know about the Bilderberg?
Obviously, all of us, because we're sitting here talking about it for the last hour.
Well, you can talk. Your microphone works. Okay.
Your microphone isn't working right now.
Of course it is. I'm leaning over like a fucking, like fucking T-Rex over
here. Are you going to get to the point, or are we just going to sit here?
All right. Yeah. Okay. According to the this one website, I'm going to give you 19 different facts about the Bilderberg Group, which is what we're talking about.
Very good. Yes.
Okay. The Bilderberg was founded by an ex-Nazi and an agent of the Vatican.
What the fuck?
My God.
What the fuck?
Excuse me?
This nigga came blazing.
Wait a minute. You're not about to walk past that like you didn't just say that. Why didn't we start the episode off with that?
Well, because, I don't know, you guys took over. You guys are the fucking big producers over there. I went along with it.
You trying to tell me that a Nazi and the fucking Catholic Church? I told you the Catholic Church is evil, bro. Fuck them niggas.
God, okay. Now we got an atheist and a guy who wants to fucking strike down Jesus.
No,
Catholic Church.
Mickey fucking Mouse. Shout out to Disney.
He's a Nazi.
This is all recording, by the way.
Mickey Mouse is a Nazi.
This is recording.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, no, we're
still going.
I still can't fathom that last part, bro. Like,
it's the first part, not the last part.
All right. They were founded by two historical figures with checkered backgrounds. They were Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands.
My God, bro.
Hold on. Jerk me off. This is what I can say.
He said a checkered background.
All right. I'm not going to say no more. I'm done.
Okay.
No. That was a 19 all rolled into one.
Oh, my God.
Stop being a little bitch.
Prince Bernhard was a Nazi. Okay. And Joseph Ratzinger was a political advisor originally from Poland who worked with the Vatican.
Wasn't Joseph Ratzinger?
He was the Pope!
Yeah, okay, you don't have to yell.
Pope Nazi the First.
Pope Nazi the First, that's who he was.
Okay, let's go on to
We're going to put that on a t-shirt.
In the name of the Father and the Son.
Oh, and then we have this one coming in.
Here we go.
Hans is back.
Hans!
I want everyone to know he was my favorite Pope. He gets a bad name. He went to camp. He did a couple of salutes and the big kicks, but he was overall a good guy.
We're never getting
We're
in
done.
Germany.
We're done.
It's over with.
Forget Germany. We're done.
We're done. We're done.
All right. We already gave you the who's who of the world, the laundry list of people that attended. Okay. Now we'll hit some conspiracy theories. The Bilderberg Group is a conspiracy theorist dream scenario, this website says.
Wow, a dream scenario.
Okay, David Icke, who's got his own checkered past.
We talked about David Icke.
Wait, wasn't he the NASA guy?
No, David Icke was the lizard.
Oh no, that's the motherfucker that founded the Ku Klux Klan, right?
No. That's
David Icke was the conspiracy theorist we talked about in the Denver International episode.
That motherfucker. Yeah, okay.
All right, anyway.
Fact number 3, Dad.
They want to control the world's central banks. And that comes down to...
New World Order.
The New World Order. But it comes down to it where there's a lot of truth in that. Because the currency around the world, when they did the EU, the European Union, they made their own currency. Okay? When they try to do that over here...
What, the euro?
Euros. When they try to do that over here, they call it the North American... I forgot what the hell it was called. The North American Alliance, but they wanted North America to be one, just like, so you would have Canada, United States, and Mexico, and South America, all become the North American Union. And there would be 2 unions. And that went back, basically, that has its roots in there was one book that was put out in George Orwell, 1984, where there was 2 continents running the world. Okay, but they want to make a central bank where all monies are one, the euros, the North American money. That's why they're trying to devalue the dollar. That's number 2. Global military control. But now you've heard it with your own ears that most of these people are a lot of these people are from different our defense people.
Yeah.
Okay, and you also heard that there were some from Germany, some France. They're military people there too. So, why are they there? That adds to the speculation that they're trying to do some kind of global military exercise.
We also talked about that in which episode was it? Was it the Freemasons episode? We talked about that. Yeah. One world government, shit like that.
And this one is right on the heels of it. The destruction of countries' economies. There's a reason why these people wanted Trump out, because we were standing on our own. We had our own economy. It was flourishing. What happened since Trump left? What happened since they got their way and they got rid of him? Our economy has tanked. Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's also a good example with that. With what was it? That guy in one of those countries that he tried to
You're very specific
bro,
here.
Hold on, shut the fuck up. He tried to unify them and they killed them. Was it Gaddafi? Was it Gaddafi? Oh no, it was
it was Muammar Gaddafi had his own.
He wanted to unify them because they found like oil or something, right. and they killed them. Same concept. See, I know what I was talking about. You fat fuck.
He led a life.
What the fuck?
Gaddafi. Basically,
Gaddafi duck.
Well, whatever. He was.
He was assaulting me.
When they couldn't control him anymore, and he got his own way, they actually offed him. He was gone. He was no longer to be amongst the living. Now, here's one I'm going to just throw out there. Maybe somebody will understand that. I don't know. A population reduction using, here's the word, pandemics.
Oh, God.
Now, I know we're going to do a pandemic show at the end of the year.
Yes,
I understand
we're doing a COVID episode at the end of the year.
Okay.
Hopefully.
But this is part of the problem. Okay. The Bilderberg Group has often discussed the fact that the world is overpopulated by 2/3, and they've gone out and they've thrown out this term useless eaters.
I feel offended.
Well, you know what? The thing is, this is what gets them in trouble. This is what gets them in trouble when they discuss world population, and then all of a sudden, we have a pandemic, which they tried with Ebola. They tried all that, but not at the same. But they finally found something that could really take people out. And I'm afraid that the solution to the problem is also going to be the speeding up of the problem. But by saying that, I think the vaccines, in my opinion, may help in the short term, but in the long term, I have a really bad problem with this. I think the vaccines are going to destroy people's immune systems over time.
My question for
not
that,
strengthen them.
Well, so I'm again looking at the proposed topics for the years again, and is that under populism? Is that what that is? Because there's a topic that comes up.
I saw in 2019, right? Populism.
Yeah.
What happened in 2020?
So in 2019, the one thing. Well, it wasn't 20. It was 2018. In the 2018 in Italy, when June 7th through June 10th, one of their key items of topics were populism in Europe.
Right.
So I don't know if that goes in. And then in Chantilly, Virginia, in 2017, they had another one, and they had the topics for that one were the Trump administration's the progress report, transatlantic relations options and scenarios, the transatlantic defense alliance, the direction of the EU, can globalization be slowed down, jobs, income, and unrealistic expectations, the war on information, why is populism growing, Russia in the international order, the Near East, nuclear proliferation, whatever the fuck that word, China, and current events.
Right.
So I don't know what popularism is.
Popularism is basically to do the best thing for everybody. How do I say this now? To make it their agenda, the most popular part of their agenda.
Okay, so it says populism refers to a range of political stances that emphasizes the idea of the people and often juxtapose this group against the elite or the establishment. Okay. According to
I was just the opposite.
Ideational approach, populism is often combined with other ideologies such as nationalism, liberalism, or socialism.
So it's, I mean, oh man,
I'll give you another. A Bilderberg member, and this is all about media censorship. Bilderberg member Richard Salant, who was president of CBS News during the 60s and 70s, explained the Bilderberg's group's influence on media. Salant said, "Our job is not to give the people what they want, but what we decide they should have. That's not the job of the media. That has never been the job of the media since Ben Franklin, started using the printing press. That has never been the job of the media. So they're taking it upon themselves to tell you what they want you to hear. And that's now telling you, the Rockefellers, through their Bilderberg contracts, which include the CEOs of major media companies, what I said before, gain enormous influence over the media. It is rather hypocritical that these executives from the major news medias attend the Bilderberg conferences because they are prohibited from reporting on it."
That's exactly what you said earlier.
That's exactly what's going on. So, the bottom line here is that the censorship goals of the Bilderberg Group are to make views popular by hiding the group's real intent so that these views become public policy. In other words, this is what we're going to tell you we're doing, and it's up to you to believe it. But don't believe that other stuff that people who see it are.
So basically, what any news media tells us. Basically, this is what we want you to see.
I'm going to give you an example. When you have Disney, what does Disney own now? Disney owns ABC. What does ABC own?
Disney also owns Fox.
All right. Okay. What is it? Well, they don't own Fox News. They don't own the Fox News Corp. They own Fox
Entertainment.
Century Fox, 20th Century Fox. Okay. What would happen if Disney decided through all its platforms? Now, Disney owns Disney Plus, ESPN,
National
ABC,
Geographic,
Fox,
History Channel,
Marvel, History Channel. How much media can they? All they got to do is get out what they want you to see and you hear. And you're being told on every play. You might say, you know what? I don't like Disney, but I like the Discovery Channel. Or I like what other thing they own. I might watch the Marvel. What if there's
the Marvel
people, Marvel Comics, whatever the fuck you call that shit, okay? The point I'm making is we once had an issue in this country that you couldn't own a newspaper and a television station in the same city. You can now because these people have become too big.
Well, I mean, you're trying to get to
Isn't that getting into monopolies?
Yeah, you're trying to get to the monopolism.
That's the word I'm looking for.
How do you say
monopolies?
That?
Let's just go with monopolies.
Monopolies, not the game.
And here's the
but what's crazy is that real life shit is what basically inspired that game.
Oh yeah, and that's why there's a law against. Well, there should be a law.
There are laws against it, but there's like loopholes that these people find against it, where it's
Well, I mean, technically, the Disney's
the loophole. I think the loophole goes that they can own these companies, but they can't own all the products that come with it. Like they can own the manufacturing company, but the manufacturing company says it's like its own separate thing, but they still technically supply all this shit. It's all a monopoly at the end of the day, but they find like loopholes around this shit.
It's a giant onion. You got to peel away. Once you peel away all the layers, you're going to see at the center of that onion, there's only going to be a group of people.
It's an ogre.
Whatever. Okay. So that's what you got to really look for, and it's an informed person that's going to do that. But the minute you don't do that, the minute you allow these companies to do that for you, you then become their subject. They will own you, and if you like being owned, that's fine. But for our country, for the welfare of yourself and your children, it behooves you. And I know that's a word that nobody's going to.
I like that word.
Okay, you have to be smart enough to know that people will try to manipulate you and change you if they can, and you can't let that happen. And that's what these companies are doing, and that's what these groups are doing at the Bilderberg Group. They're manipulating what we do, how we do it, who gets to live, who gets to die. It's right there for you to see if you only paid attention. I mean, we joked in the booth tonight. We had a good time with it. But the bottom line, it's extremely scary. And if it means if you're listening to this and you're getting frightened, you should.
Even if we don't make it sound like as terrifying as it should be.
Well, the only reason we don't make it sound like that is because we bust with each other, but we know how serious it is.
It's very serious, and it's extremely dangerous to what they're doing to this world and how they're being allowed to, and it comes on the heels of they try to justify it by saying, well, you don't question what the military does.
They put it under national security.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things you hear. Oh, we can't tell you what it is. It goes back to when we were talking about the aliens. Now, granted, we talked about aliens, UFOs in the Halloween episodes, and we didn't really get into the specifics of government alien area.
Right.
But it goes into that. Like, I remember hearing about shit like that, and we don't say this. Like, the government doesn't say anything about this because it comes under national security.
Right.
It's the fuck. What? If someone's coming, if something's
coming.
I mean,
if I live on this country, don't you think I should be knowing what's going on with this security?
Yes, to a point. You can't know everything because if you know it, then our enemies know it.
Yeah, of course. True.
But the thing is, it can't be. I can understand when they want to build a new airplane and they want to test that airplane, Area 51. I get all that. Okay, or they want I technically don't want to know what weapons they have because if I know it, then I know somebody in Russia is going to know it. All I want to know is, but something like aliens or something like, what's going on with our money, that's their job. Their job. We are paying these people to defend us. So yes, keep it secret because I don't want my enemies to know. But stuff that goes on in the Bilderberg is not secret. They're making it secret. They're making it to the point where they're the only ones that have the right to say what they want to say and steer us in their direction. It has nothing to do with national security. It has everything to do with what they want to do to control and benefit their life. That's all I'm going to say because if people can't get that by now, then you're fucked.
Thank you, Dad. So we are going to take a short little,
I've
probably
been fucked for a long time.
a short little break. We're going to come back and probably finally end this episode. But we will be right back, guys.
Green Arrow Media has partnered up with StepUpWellness.com. Are you looking for a program to help support a healthy lifestyle? It's never too late for a healthy change, believe me. Today is your lucky day. Check out StepUpWellness.com. It has over 500 different products to choose from, all with your health in mind. They have supplements and vitamins, protein bars and shakes and powders and drinks. Anything that's going to go into your body to make you feel better and live better, StepUpWellness.com has it. If you're in the market for online health, wellness, and fitness products, then look no further. Go to StepUpWellness.com today.
And we are back just to finish this episode. Finish this episode. Anywho, Why are you staring at me like that, Wes?
I'm glaring at you violently.
Oh, okay. I thought you were glaring at me with
Nope,
some love.
Nope.
Oh, but I'm looking at you with love.
Nope, you will die tonight.
Okay.
No, he
Which
chose
is
violence. He chose
Okay.
violence.
You woke up and chose violence.
I am Kratos.
Okay. So, I guess the question to finish off this first episode of season 4B.
It's such a stupid name. I'm sorry.
Bite me, West. Okay. Anywho, I guess the question for this tonight would be: do you believe in the conspiracy theory that the Bilderberg meetings are?
Do you believe it's just regular meetings about stuff, or do you believe that there's actual?
He said it correctly. Yeah.
Conspiracy theories and more going behind the scenes that they're not showing you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
He's here. We all know Wes is here.
Thanks,
We
Wes.
just get that one word answer.
Dad?
Wes? Yes. That's all we need.
Are you guys away from me?
Padre.
Oh, that was my question.
Yeah. Padre. Faja.
Sorry for the dead air, folks. Yeah, no, do I believe in it? Yes, I do. And there's a couple of reasons for that. The number one reason is the secrecy. Anytime somebody does stuff in secret, it's never for anything good. It's never for anything good for the populace. It's always good for them and not for us. Another reason I do is because of the people that are involved, the CEOs of companies that are mixing in with government people from other countries. Do I believe it? Because the defense people of our country and the defense people from other countries are getting together. What are they possibly discussing in secret? So yes, I do believe that over the course of the Bilderberg Group from 19 whatever it started till now, actually does steer the world in certain directions. May not be everything they want because like I said, sometimes the light is shined on them where they have to scatter like little roaches and rats.
I love it.
To hide.
I love it.
But I do believe, yes, I do believe for a fact they are controlling our world, and the Bilderberg meetings are the ones that are.
Eric, if you had your way, you would sit there and shine the brightest light with a giant gun firing at their feet.
Oh, it would be worse than that.
Okay,
but yes, pain.
Cito
for ruining many people's lives.
So, yes, I do believe there's more things. Looking at the list themselves, there are so much people that I feel like just don't make sense to be on that list. Like, ex-directors of CIA, secretaries of defenses. That sounds oddly suspicious, especially because, secrecy and all that. It's worrying because you can get, like I said earlier in the episode, you can get the transcripts of the UN, like meetings of the UN, but you can't get this one? Like, what are you hiding?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Rhodey?
Yes. Can I help you? I'm just kidding. Yes. I mean, it's obvious. It's blatant. It's out there. I definitely believe in the meeting. Everything's registered. They have their own website. They're literally listing topics and stuff like that. So definitely a yes to that. And there's also a yes to any conspiracy behind it, to be honest, because we don't know what's going on. Some topics have led to other events, like the current ones that we mentioned, 2017, 2018, 2019, all those types of meetings. As we mentioned before, there's tons of people. You may not know them, but the fact that they are heads, CEOs of banking firms, steel, aluminum, as my cousin mentioned, stuff like that has to sit there and stand out in the public's mind. It has to worry you of what exactly is going on, especially when it involves past governments, past presidents, and also past running, what was it? Hillary was running against, was it? Or they
Trump.
were running
Trump.
against,
It was Trump.
Obama.
Obama at first, then Trump, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, point being, they all went to the meetings. They disappeared. There's some kind of proof there. It's not concrete, but it's there. It's frightening that they're showing, but they're not 100% telling. And I think the American people, or actually everyone across the world, because involves all governments and all people should really be interested in this and really look into it and demand more from their governments, more honesty, details.
Arrest these people.
Like Dad said.
In the words of my lovely, lovely girlfriend, Illuminati.
Okay. Oh, yes. Well, I was gonna say, look, Jazz is here. She's
Illuminati.
And I was gonna say, Jazz, do you want to say anything?
That's all I have to say.
Oh, she just has Illuminati to say.
Eric
Illuminati.
Eric said it for her.
I now know why you two are dating. Thank you.
Just one word.
Just concrete evidence.
They
It's like when they get married.
Everybody's mind, soul,
when they
and
get
body.
married, yes and yes. That's it.
all I can tell you is this poor girl's gonna need fucking therapy after this episode.
I think after
I may now pronounce you
racist,
single word.
What else?
Perverts, racist.
Anywho,
we're pretty bad.
Microphones that don't work as a cheap owner. But anyway,
it's also scary that
we're not racist.
Shut up. It's also scary, as Dad said, that these people should be arrested, but they're not. Obviously, they may know some kind of loophole, or people just don't care, and that's a bigger problem on top of it.
You know what scares me more, Josh, and I'm glad you brought that up. What scares me more is if you get 10 owners of major football teams in a room and don't tell anybody, you're going to have the fans screaming on top of their lungs going, what are they talking about? They're changing the rules. They're screwing my team. They're doing this. We want to know. Demand answers. But yet, heads of companies are basically in bed with CEOs of or people that are heads of state and planning our world, and nobody cares.
I think it's because they're too boring and nobody cares. Nobody
gives a shit. You know what? Take my money, raise my taxes, but don't fuck with my football team. Okay, maybe I'm hardened as a Jet fan. Maybe I'm hardened because we suck so bad that I don't care what they do. It could only be better. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm going to say, my opinion. So I do believe that there is more to this than CZI.
All right, Optimus Prime.
Blow me. Because, again, when you put Asita say, when you put CEOs and defense secretaries and former presidents in a room that is not sanctioned, or at least the general public doesn't know.
I got to do it.
What?
Was it a room where it happened?
Shut up.
It happened.
That is not sanctioned and the people don't know. You don't know what the fuck's going on. And you could sit there and they can change the world. Like when you have, a key topic for 2019 was supposed to be the future of capitalism, and then you see and how 2019 went and 2020 went, and how socialists these more and more people are becoming and want more socialism in the world.
Yep. Now you got it.
That scares me. That complete, and then again the weaponization of social media. Everyone, social media is the biggest thing right now. TikTok is probably one of the biggest fucking things. And when you have people in the world, social media can legitimately, as you saw in the last election, choose an election for you.
But they also do some good things. If we didn't have TikTok, we would never have the Island Boys.
Island Boys!
Island Boys!
I hate you all so fucking much.
But
John Newman, Island Boys!
And think about it. Okay, but think about this also. So you have... In 2019, so you have what's next for Europe, a stable strategic order. Climate change was a big thing in 2020.
Ironically, what their plans for 2020 were canceled. Do you think that website was put out that same year?
Oh, I don't know. So the future of capitalism. So the future of capitalism we've talked about, as more and more people get socialist and become socialist, as you can see in the news, there's a lot more socialist ideas out there.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is? I'll say this, speaking for old people. You need a good old socialist country to start shooting you as you're leaving your borders to understand why that shit is horrible.
Well, yeah, exactly. You need, if you listen to, it's the common people, and the more I see.
It's people our age, bro, that don't know what the fuck happened back then.
It's
they
the younger
don't know
generation.
What the fuck happened back then.
But it's even people that are in socialist countries now that are flailing. Those people are coming over saying, "This is the way we started. Don't do this."
Well, you don't have to go far. Look at the poor people that are walking in caravans get out of Venezuela. Venezuela, years ago, Venezuela was a brilliant country. They had money, they had independence, they had energy independence. What happened?
Dictatorship.
Socialists got in. They ruined the whole country, and now we got them coming in droves to get out of that country. Yep. So if Americans who want to sit there and go, oh, good, you know what? Wake the fuck up. Why do I have a 7-foot Puerto Rican behind me?
Because he's an island boy.
Everybody heard that one. Just trying to make it.
But to get my last point, and on the 2019 discussion for the year, one of the key topics was the importance of space. What happened in 2021?
Elon Musk sent a Tesla into space.
And we have more and more people going into space.
Well, can I just give I just want to say one thing. Can I just... I want to go off a little bit. Just
okay.
Not so much go off, but I want to end this episode on a high note. Mr. West, it was extremely enjoyable having you here.
Thank you.
You know, I'm glad that we're back to normal now.
Kind of, maybe.
Well, whatever. For tonight, we're normal.
Yes.
Okay. Now, your passion on this subject is fantastic. Because it gives me a shred of hope that you're paying attention, that your generation is paying attention as to what's going on.
I don't speak for all of my generation.
We've.
You know, me and Eric are part of the same generation. Right?
I understand that, but what we miss on a daily basis is basically nobody does their thinking anymore. So understand what's going on around you, pay attention, ask questions, and demand answers. And then at that point in time,
do not be afraid to get judged for questions, bro.
Exactly. If somebody says to you, you know what, that's not an important question, fuck you. To you, it will be an important question. And don't let anybody think for you. Don't let anybody do anything for you. Okay? And don't be afraid. Key here is don't be afraid. That's all I'm going to say.
Believe in God.
Believe in God. Do whatever you want to believe in God. I don't care what you believe in, but you know what? Just believe in yourself.
Believe in God, folks.
Or you could be like Joshua, who doesn't believe in anything. So we're going to sit here and go out in the world, go out tonight. So thank you guys. Again, I want everyone to keep following us on social media, on our Instagram, our Facebook, Twitter. Tonight, last week, this is going to be whatever. But there is a video coming out, a special episode coming out, and
last week the video came out. The video
last week, the beginning. Anywho, but stop looking at me that way, Josh. So I want to thank Nelson for being here.
Of course.
Thank you we always love hearing your voice and your view on things. And again,
I think he's just like one of us now. He's our fifth member in a way, and that's
when you can be here, you're always welcome.
You know what? This is your home, so you know what? Anytime, bro.
And again, Mr. West, thank you for being back. We did miss you in the booth, especially for the Halloween episodes.
Not for nothing, but they would talk about this Halloween shit, and something got scary. I gotta sit on this side of the fucking booth in the dark, freezing my ass off, and nobody here to protect me. Fuck you, Wes.
You shouldn't.
Damn.
What?
Damn, Dad got attached, bro.
Well, it's not that, but you know what?
You need the rational. Yo, you know what? Fuck that shit, bro. You fucking with some other shit. Nope.
Yeah, we missed our daily fuck, our weekly fuck that shit from Mr. West.
Fuck that, bro. For real. I was talking about like demon shit for like 3 straight weeks. Like, you know what? Them shits is demons. And I was fucking with demons.
We needed the fuck the Pope, fuck the Pope, fuck the church.
All of that, bro. All of that.
Anywho,
again, thank you guys. I'm so serious, yo. I do not like the Catholic Church.
Okay,
we know. Well, they're not going to send you any checks either. So
well, you know what? I don't want anything from them.
So we're gonna tail off.
Blasphemous motherfuckers.
We have another podcast going in an hour, so we're gonna thank you guys, and we'll see you next week for episode 2 of season 4B.
Yep.
So good night, guys, and just remember, everybody, question everything. Everybody say good night.
Good night. Ayatsumi.
Good night, everybody.
Praise God.
And good night, guys.
Konnichiwa, bitches. It's Ryu West speaking. If you want to find out more about the Is This Real podcast, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/isthisrealpc, or on Twitter at isthisrealpc, or on Instagram at isthisrealpodcast, all one word.